Welcome to Inspired Vinyasa. My name is Sandra, and I would love for you to start in your favorite seated pose, closing your eyes and just smiling into the fact that you made it to your mat and that you allowed yourself this amount of time to just be present. Find your breath. And I purposely said, find your breath. I know it's always with you, but consider for a moment how many times during the day you actually notice it, acknowledge it. Let's start to deepen that breath. Feeling the lungs expand three-dimensionally. You know, we're so used to focusing on focusing on the front body. Take your focus to the back body. See if you can breathe into the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, all the ribs in the back. See if you can breathe into the low back. And then when you're ready, nice deep inhale through the nose. Cleansing exhale. And then take the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together. When you get to your exhale, release the hands to your heart in prayer pose so that you can pause to set your most fabulous heartfelt intention. When you're ready, release the hands to the ground beside you, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, just settle into your space. We're going to take that left arm up, find ourselves a fabulous side bend to the right. Now, I want you to move around a little bit in this very first side bend. I want you to notice if there's any tightness, anything going on. We're coming back to this side bend later, but we'll be standing in tree pose. So I want to make sure we have this down while we're seated and safe on the earth. Stretch out through that top arm, open up the top shoulder. You might sink down all a little lower. So as that top hand is reaching away from me, I want the opposite hip reaching down towards the earth in the other direction. Now deepen the breath here. Good job. When you're ready, slowly come all the way back to center. All 10 fingertips will find the ground. Close your eyes for a moment. Just feel that stretch. Or perhaps I should say, feel the remnants of that stretch. And then when you get to your next inhale, take that right arm up. Same thing. Find your side bend to the left. Work your way into it. It doesn't have to come down low. Feel where you need to acknowledge tightness, hopefully not pain. Right? Stretch through the top hand. Open up that shoulder. Push the opposite hip and knee away from you. Deepen the breath. And then gently make your way back up. Perfect. Inhale, shoulders. Exhale and back and down. And then let's go ahead and, I'm going to turn sideways here. Stretch out the right leg in front of you. Tuck that left foot in. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, take the arms forward and up. Lengthen through the low back, hinge forward into your very first fold. So take it slowly, play around. You need to feel where the body is going to kind of grab on to stop the pose a little bit. So we don't want to push through that. We want to play with that. I really hope you guys have already eaten breakfast. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you've eaten breakfast, lunch, or dinner, because I'm about to tell you that somebody in my house made monkey bread last night. And that's going to be the premise of our theme. So once again, I find myself apologizing if I make you really hungry after this practice. One more breath here. And then really send the crown of the head forward towards the top of the right foot and then pull your way up. Perfect. That left hand is coming to the outside of the right leg. Right hand behind you. Front foot is flexed. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Good job. Wait for that exhale to release the pose. And then just sit for a moment. I want you to look down. Your legs are in tree, Vrksasana, right? So if you imagine that we were standing on the supporting foot, which would be the right foot, we're kind of a bent over tree. But here it doesn't feel that way, does it? Close your eyes, lengthen the spine. Keep the legs slightly active. And then go ahead and switch out the legs. Left leg is lengthening, right foot is tucking in. Set up your alignment. Flex the front foot. Inhale, both arms straight up. Exhale, hinging forward slowly. This leg might feel completely different. And again on this side, before you come up, push the crown of the head towards the top of the left foot and then lift your way back up. Use the hands to help you out. Pause right here. We'll call this a seated tree. Nice. And then go ahead and stretch out that right leg alongside the left leg. Both feet are flexed. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. So let's imagine we're like a weeping willow reaching forward towards our roots. You might need to walk out the legs a little. If you need to bend the knees, go ahead. So if for some reason you're unfamiliar with monkey bread, your first homework assignment is to Google that after we're done practicing, and then take your recipe into the kitchen and yeah. So it's taking, little balls of dough. Sometimes the dough is frozen, and then you dip each individual piece in melted butter, and butter is my favorite food group. So already we're on the right track. And then everything is rolled in brown sugar and cinnamon. Yeah. And then it's piled up in a bundt pan, all those little pieces, and then you bake it. And so when it comes out and you flip it over, it's kind of like a finger food, right? Don't worry, I know you're in a fold. And then you just kind of reach in and pull a piece off. And so that's one theory as to why it's called monkey bread, because it's, you can visualize a monkey reaching for his food with his fingers and then, go ahead and eating it. It's fabulous. Go ahead and make your way back up. I didn't even need to tell you it was fabulous. After you heard the ingredients, you already knew that, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and bend the knees. Plant the feet, sit up nice and tall. And then tip backwards behind the sit bones. Let's find our Navasana half boat, and let's hang on to the legs for a moment. No reason to jump right in. Let's flex the feet. Squeeze the knees together, inner thighs, inner calves. Remember to watch the back. We don't want it here rounding out. We need it straight. I'm going to let go with my right arm. I'm going to reach for my toes and see if I can just straighten this leg out here. Remember, it might not straighten. Straighten has to be in quotes. And then let's come back to Ardha Navasana. Reach with the left hand, grab that left foot and see about straightening out that leg. Good job. Back to half boat. Let go with the arms. Reach past the knees. Breathe. Ah, happy place, happy place. Monkey breath. Okay, go ahead. Round the spine, hug the knees in. Roll all the way back into Apanasana. Perfect. So go ahead and stretch the legs out on the mat. Reach your arms overhead. You're a tree laying down, you're lengthening. And then relax right there. Take that left knee into a supine tree, supine Vrksasana, so that the left sole is against the inner right thigh. And then close your eyes. Now what I need you to notice is if the left hip, did I say right leg? Left leg, sorry. I don't remember what I said, left leg. If the left hip is really tight, does not like to be opened up like this, can you look around for something to grab and place underneath that leg so you can hold it up? Let your arms go anywhere you want to. Close your eyes. Just letting the legs and the hips find their cellular memory, because we're definitely doing tree pose standing up today. Maybe we'll find some fun variations along the way. So monkey bread is referred to by many names. Sometimes it's called pull-apart bread. Sometimes it's called monkey puzzle bread. Which leads me to why we're doing so much tree pose. There is a tree in Chile. It's called the monkey puzzle tree. And it's a type of pine tree. That's another thing you should Google because it's very unusual. I'm not sure I'm going to do justice in describing it. Let's go ahead and switch legs. If you picture a typical pine tree, kind of looks like a Christmas tree, right? And you can't really see through it very well, all the branches and pine needles. This particular tree, the branches are covered by these really prickly, well, they are kind of leaves, prickly leaves, but it looks like arms stretching out all over the place. And then as you get to the end of the branch, it almost looks like fingers, and it's got this weird seed-like feature on the end of that. Very strange looking tree. And in the 1700s, an Englishman was in Chile and was served the seeds as part of a dinner, and he took some of the seeds, put them in his pocket, and brought them back to England, and that's how they began to spread, although they are endangered. But someone in England was said to have replied when he saw a picture of this tree, that must be a puzzle for a monkey to climb. That's how strange it is. Go ahead, stretch out that right leg. Take the arms back overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms outward. One big stretch here. Big inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, everything gets to relax. Perfect. As you bring your arms down, you can keep the fingers interlaced because we're going to hug onto that right knee and draw it in. And when you're ready, we're going to take our supine twist to the left. So let that knee venture over. I'm going to let you do whatever you want to with the arms. Just make sure the right shoulder blade stays down. You can use that left hand, on the right knee to help push it down closer to the earth. Maybe you encourage it to come down and then you let it back off. Every time that you're deepening the stretch, you've got to make sure the right shoulder's down. All right, let's slowly release that. Perfect. Straighten out the right leg. We're switching sides. Draw that left knee in. You know, monkey bread, the recipe is actually based on a Hungarian dish. If I am correct, the only difference was that they didn't roll everything in the cinnamon sugar. It was just dough dipped in butter. What an addition, right? Go ahead, take that twist to the right. Same thing here. Do whatever you want to with the arms, but keep that left shoulder down. And then I think it was in the 70s that monkey bread made its first appearance into Betty Crocker cookbook, although she called it, I believe, Hungarian coffee cake. But I did read that still most people outside of the United States don't know what monkey bread is. That's probably because they're smarter and wiser than us to eat that, right? 2 sticks of butter, I'm just saying. It was like a bowl of brown sugar. All right, come on back. Perfect. Let's set up for bridge for a moment here. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the hips up, squeeze everything. Thighs are gently hugging. They're not coming in together. They haven't moved, but energetically they're hugging in towards each other. Hold it right here. Keep breathing. Slowly come back down when you find an exhale. And then I'm going to move that left foot over to center. I need it to support me here. I'm going to pull the right knee in. Now go ahead and lift up into this one-legged bridge and then send the right leg up. We're pulsing. So imagine I've grabbed the right ankle and I'm pulling you up and letting you back down. See, if I'm pulling you up, there's no work here. Keep going. Do not hold your breath. Two more. Perfect. Slowly lower the hips down. Try to keep the hips level. Right foot comes back to the earth. Shift the feet over. We need that right foot center. Bring the left knee in first. Then lift the hips up. Get your balance. Straighten that left leg up to the ceiling and lift, release. Lift, release. Keep going. Two more. And slowly come back down. Hug the knees into the heart. Perfect. And then come on up. We're going to find table pose, hands and knees. Inhale, cow. Take it right up into cat. As you release the spine, let's tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. And then we're going to walk the feet forward to the hands. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale. Can't talk about monkey bread without monkey pose, right? So lengthen out the spine, neck is neutral. Hold it here. And then slowly release back down into your fold. Come on up. Reverse swan dive if you don't have room like I don't, because while I'm taking my arms forward and up, exhale, hands to the heart. So I did want to point out a couple things. So I purposely wore my yoga socks today because not all yoga pants are made for tree pose. These are too stretchy. So you might get yourself a pair with the friction on the bottom if you're having that issue. Also, I don't know, I might cheat a little here. The carpet under my mat drives me insane. And so if you're having the same problem, especially if your carpet is thicker than mine, you might actually grab something like a book, a hard surface that you can stand on, if tree pose is aggravating because of the surface that we are on. So just wanted to give you some ideas. Go ahead and root down into that right foot. I only want to take the left foot and do a baby tree. So toes to the earth, the knee opens out to the side. We've opened up the left hip. Nice gentle baby tree. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale to the right. So here we'll start to get a good idea of the surface that we're on, how balanced we feel today. Come through center. Slowly take it to the left. That right hip's going to have to move out to counterbalance. And then come back to center. Release the arms. I'm going to keep my balance in that right foot as I just turn the left knee forward, lift it up into crane, take the arms straight out. Palms are up. And then forward fold, nice and slowly lengthening out through the spine. Inhale, monkey. And let it go. We're coming all the way back up. Hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the left foot. Baby tree with the right leg. Keep that foot on the ground. Nice. Release the arms. Inhale them straight out from the shoulders. Palms up. Hold it here. So the monkey puzzle tree is symbolic of adventure. Think about that for a second. So adventure, maybe the next word that pops into your head is fun, exciting, but there's other things that can come along with adventures, things we didn't think about. And so it's also about being prepared, aware. Go ahead, turn that right leg back in. Bring that leg up into crane. Everything releases down, Uttanasana. Inhale, monkey, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend into the knees, release down, take it back to plank. So you can step or jump. Chaturanga. Let's find cobra. Stay for a breath or two. We need to release that low back. And when you're ready, come on down. Tuck the toes, lift up into plank, downward facing dog, and breathe. Good job. Take the feet forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale it down. Come all the way up. Take the hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the left foot. So we can start with baby tree, right foot on the ground. Find your balance, and like I said, if you're on a weird surface, like I just feel like I am, quickly run, go grab a book or a notebook or something. Ooh, a cutting board. That would be good. Just don't tell your family what you've used it for. Okay, take that right foot. I want to get it up onto the inner shin, underneath the knee, not against the knee. Pull back that right knee, the right hip. Breathe. Take the arms up. Ooh, side bend to the left. Come back to center. Crane, arms straight out from the shoulders. Leg and arms down. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Cobra. Come on back down, tuck the toes, plank. Down dog. 3 deep breaths. When you're ready, walk the feet back forward, forward fold. Come all the way up. Hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the right foot. Go ahead, open that left leg into baby tree. I can't remember if I remembered the side bends on this one, so we'll definitely hold those a little longer. Find your balance. Slide that foot up underneath the knee. Whew, yes, this carpet's killing me. When you're ready, take the arms up. Side bend to the right. Keep breathing, holding it a little longer because I think I forgot this on the first one. Good job. Come back to center. Crane, arms straight out from the shoulders. Release everything down, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Rise into cobra. Downward facing dog when you're ready. 3 deep breaths. Good job. Come forward into plank. Hold it, breathe. And then come on to the tops of the toes a little bit more, not the very tops, but close. Chaturanga slowly. Inhale, cobra. Hold it here, breathe. Drop the chin. Take it to child's pose, Balasana. Just hang out there for a moment. So some of the mystery about the monkey puzzle tree, some say that it's bad luck. They mean that in the sense that there was an old story about telling kids that a devil, the devil, lived up in the monkey puzzle tree. And so if you were to walk past one, you had to do so very quietly so you wouldn't catch his attention. Other stories say, well, parents told their children if you didn't walk quietly past the tree, then you would grow a monkey's tail. So you can imagine that many children were screaming passing the tree because they would think that would be very cool. But perhaps the practicality of those stories is that the needles on that tree are extremely sharp, and that kids were cautioned not to touch them or go near that tree. So I'm going to go with the premise it's not really bad luck. We're going to rise back, downward facing dog. Let's bring the feet next to each other. And then let's take that right foot, bring the outer ankle right up on top of the left thigh. So it's the right leg's in pigeon. We're going to pretend it's more like tree. Hold it here, breathe. Keep that right leg bent, but release the foot, let it swing back around so you can take that bent leg up above you, kind of like a 3-legged dog with the knees bent. And then we're going to take that bent right leg, sweep it forward, set it on the earth for pigeon. Make your way down, get comfortable. We're going to sit up, so close your eyes. Deepen the breath. Gently drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Feel that right shoulder just sink away from the ear. Bring the head through center to the other side. Let the left shoulder drop down. Bring the head back to center. Perfect. Take the hands down to the earth in front of you. Tuck the back toes, lift that leg, step back to plank. So perhaps in your boredom, you've come across TikTok. I've seen a challenge with chaturanga, and perhaps we can just practice it a tad bit. I don't know the whole thing. I just watched it a couple times, but it's a very slow moving down through chaturanga. I think it's like in 3 stages, so give it a shot. Come down, 1, stop, 2, stop, 3, stop, hold it, hold it, hold it, and drop down. Cobra, fabulous. Breathe. Release, tuck the toes, downward facing dog once again. We're gonna take that outer right, outer left. I'm having trouble with left and right today. Outer left ankle up on that right thigh. So that leg's in pigeon. The rest of us is in dog. Breathe. And then sweep that bent left leg up and behind you like a 3-legged dog. That leg's coming forward for pigeon. Set your alignment. Find your balance. Close your eyes. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder as the left shoulder drifts away. And then bring the head slowly through center to the other side. Drop that right shoulder. Bring the head to center. Plant the hands in front of you. Tuck the back toes. Lift that leg. Step back to plank. Our 3-step chaturanga. 1, hold. 2, hold. 3, hold. And drop. Find cobra. Come on down. Downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Release it down and rise all the way up. Hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Deep inhale, hold the breath, and let it go. Release the arms. Shift the weight into the left foot. Find tree. It could be baby tree, teenager tree, or grab that foot, bring it all the way up. Now, the other idea I had about certain yoga pants, not really holding the foot in place, is if you have a strap, you could put it around the outside of that right ankle and hang on to the strap. Breathe. Hips forward. Pull the right knee back. Good job. As you take your arms straight out from the shoulders, bring that right knee up into crane and set it down. I need to slide that book over. Inhale the arms. Exhale to the heart. Close your eyes. Or perhaps it's all the monkey bread I ate last night that's throwing off my balance. That would be a fair argument as well. Shift the weight into the right foot. Finding tree when you're ready. Hips forward, knee back. Arms go straight out as the left knee comes into crane. And release. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lengthen into monkey. Perfect. Take it back to plank. 3-step chaturanga. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Slow lift into cobra. Hold it right here. And then I'm going to lower the upper body. You could take your arms, make a little pillow for your head if you want. right knee is sliding out to the side so that we're in an upside down supine Vrksasana. So find your tree pose here and close your eyes. Don't fall asleep on me. This is not the restorative class, so only one more breath here. And then go ahead and free that leg. Perfect. I'm just rolling up onto my left side for a second. I was thinking about if you have a yoga strap, I want to show you how this would make what we're about to do a little easier. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. I'm going to take the middle of my strap and I'm just going to slide it around my left ankle. Okay? So I want to, let's start low. Let's get onto the left elbow, left forearm, and then I need to grab my strap. I have that leg bent. I'm kind of just creating a tree pose in the air. It's hard to hold this leg in place. You can use your hand. But the reason we're doing this is because I want to come up into a full side plank with the bottom knee bent in tree. Usually it's the top knee that's bent. But we're going to play around and have some fun, yeah? So go ahead, release the leg. Let's come on up into a full side plank. I still have my strap. I'm going to hang on to it just so I can show you how we can use this. Right? Side plank. Now, bend the bottom knee, bring it back to the earth. Woo. I am all over the place today. I'm not going to lie, I have a lot of aches and pains going on. And then see if you can pull that left foot up into tree pose. Breathe. What if you close your eyes? Ooh, can you hang on to the balance? Good job. Okay, release that leg down. If you did have a strap, set it aside. Come back to a full side plank. If you want to, you can try getting that top leg into tree. Good job. And then slowly stretch that leg out. Come back to plank, downward facing dog. Ah. When you're ready, round the spine, come forward into plank. 3-step chaturanga. I need to switch directions, but you guys take that 3 counts all the way down to the earth. Find Bhujangasana Cobra. Smile, happy place. And then release down. Make a pillow for your head with your arms. That left leg is sliding out into a supine tree. So I want you to visualize as best you can this crazy monkey puzzle tree. And I want you to think about the words adventure and preparedness, right? What adventure could you find yourselves on this week? Something new, something exciting and fun, but how can we prepare for it so we're not just running in blindly? Good job. Deep inhale. Exhale. Stretch out that leg, roll onto the right side so we can do that crazy little, I don't know. It's more of a formation just to see where we're headed, right? Go ahead and pull that right foot in, left leg's up. And then release the legs. Again, if you have a strap or a belt or like one of those soft sewing measuring tapes, right? Anything. You could put it around the right ankle. And then go ahead, let's come on up. Side plank, but then bend that knee. Bring the right foot up into the left leg. Good job. Slowly release. If you did have a strap, set it aside. I am just all tangled up in this thing today. Full side plank. And then if you want to try to get that top leg up on top for tree, lift the hips. Breathe. We're slowly coming down into plank and then downward facing dog. Deep inhale, loud exhale. Take it to child's pose. Let go of all the craziness I just put before you. Perhaps that was the adventure. No, we weren't prepared, but that's okay. We were on the safety of our yoga mat. This idea of new adventures is about adaptation, transformation, new starts. Get excited. Think of something. It doesn't have to be huge, right? And the part about being prepared has to do kind of with, just being aware of our actions and being aware of our surroundings. A couple more breaths right where you're at. And then let's go ahead, come back up into table. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. And then walk the feet back forward toward the hands, Uttanasana. Inhale, monkey. And let it go. Bend into the knees, rise up into chair, Utkatasana. And then take the hands to the heart. We're going to straighten out the legs. Bring the arms down, chin down, close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Imagine my hands are on your shoulders. I'm just pushing them down slightly. And then when you're ready, bring the head back up to center. Shift the weight into the right foot. We're going to try something goofy. So consider this the adventure, right? If you have a wall nearby you like I do, perhaps that's the safety net. You could put a hand on the wall. I want to shift the weight into the right knee. I want to take that left leg and kind of like tree, I want to bring that foot up, but on top of the thigh, not off to the side. I want the knee going forward. And then I'm going to come down a little bit, see if I can get my right arm to cross over onto the outside of that leg. You can do whatever you want to with that left arm. It's not easy. You can see my supporting leg is wobbling all over the place. That's okay. Life is good. Trees grow in all different shapes. Go ahead, come back, everything to center. Shift the weight into the left foot. Go ahead and bring that right foot up on top, knee forward. Start to hinge forward. Can you get that left arm to the outside of the right leg? Breathe. Good job. Come back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out right there. So what the heck was the point of that adventure? Well, the point was that if all trees are different, all poses are different. We don't have to look like each other. They're all going to have some element of uniqueness that is us, right? All poses are going to have some characteristic of the struggles that our physical body might be going through. So we have to practice ahimsa. We have to be a little goofy on the mat. And we have to know that whatever happens, it's okay. It's meant to happen. Let's go ahead and find monkey. Exhale it back down. Walk the legs back to plank. Take the weight into the right foot. Bring that left foot up on top of the right ankle. Happy place. Monkey bread, dish of monkey bread right between your hands. Oh, that'll make chaturanga interesting, huh? Set the left foot down. See that plate of monkey bread? Come on down in 3 stages. Happiness. Cobra. Downward facing dog when you're ready. And 3 deep breaths. Come on forward into plank. Set your weight on the left foot, right foot up on top of the left ankle. Pinch the core, pinch the abdomen. Strengthen the breath. Good job. Set that right foot down. Look at the plate of monkey bread in 3, 2, 1. It's yours. Perfect. Relax right here. Send the arms down alongside the body. Close your eyes for a moment. If the wrists are a little perturbed by all the dogs and other poses, go ahead and rotate the wrists a little bit. Again, we're not staying here long. So if you have your head turned to one side, go ahead, turn it to the other. And then head to center. Replant the hands, rise up into table. I want to, tables usually knees are hip distance apart. I want to slide the right leg over to the left, pick up the left knee, and cross it over to the outside of that right leg. And then very slowly, because you need to pay attention to your knees and your quads, push back. See how far you can go. That right knee is going to come way up off the ground. And then gently come back forward. Take the left leg over to the side it should be on, but shift the legs over so the right leg can come across and gently sit back. Go ahead and make your way back to table. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Lift your heels way up high, bend the knees, take the gaze forward, step, hop, jump, fly to forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, fold. And then rise all the way up. Hands to the heart. So there's another variation of Vrksasana that we can do. Let's go ahead, release the arms for a second. Shift the weight into the left foot. Again, you could use a strap for this, but I don't really think you need it. But if you were going to, you'd wrap the strap around the right ankle. I'm going to pick up that leg. I'm grabbing that foot with my left hand. Let's go ahead and bring this foot up a little higher. It's more in a half lotus. Let the right knee drop down. Good job. Bring the right arm around behind you. Maybe you can get it all the way over to your side. Maybe you can grab the left arm. You might be able to get the right hand to grab the left foot. Breathe. And then slowly let go. Close your eyes, drop the chin. Bring the head back to center. Shift the weight into that right foot. We're going to grab that left foot, bring it up into a half lotus. Yeah, this side doesn't have so much balance today. Drop that left knee. Bring the left arm around behind you. Ooh, grab the wall. Good job. Let it all go. Shake it out. Inhale the arms. Exhale to the heart. Close your eyes. And then let's come back down to the mat. So I want you to get used to the idea on your mat that you just have to go along with whatever your body is prepared for during the day. I knew heading into this yoga class, my balance was off, my back was off. You just have to let that stuff go, right? And so whatever happens for you on the mat is just what it needs to be today. So we're going to go ahead and lay back again, hugging the knees into the heart. Perfect. And then let's set the feet down. Take that right foot up on the left thigh for our supine pigeon. So go ahead and grab on behind the left thigh. And then let's straighten that left leg up to the ceiling, flexing that foot and really drawing that leg in. Breathe. Now, as you pull that left leg in, try not to let the right knee come in towards your shoulder. We still want that knee pushing away from us, and you could get the right elbow up on that inner thigh and push away as you're drawing the left leg in. This could be an adventure. Breathe. Good job. Let's slowly bend that left leg. Set both legs down and switch sides. When you're ready, you'll straighten the right leg up to the ceiling, flexing that foot. Hands are pulling in. Left elbow perhaps is pushing into the left knee to push it backwards. And a couple more breaths here. And then start to bend that right knee, set both feet down on the earth. Walk the feet to the width of the mat. Let the knees fall in together. And for a moment, just close your eyes. I want you to take your focus to your breath. And let's switch to three-part breathing. Inhale into the abdomen first, then slide the breath into the mid-ribs, and then up into the chest. And exhale in reverse order. I just saw a post on Facebook this morning that Sesame Street has started teaching kids how to belly breathe. And that's essentially what the first part of three-part breathing is, right? It's learning how to breathe into the abdomen. What a great tool. Let's do that cycle of breath 2 more times. And then let go of the control. Separate the knees, wiggle the feet back, hip distance apart. I'm going to get my elbows underneath me so that I can slowly roll my way back up. If this is okay with your legs and your knees, take that left leg and let's bring it alongside of us. Scooch over a little bit more here. Yeah. And so I have I'm not totally sure you can see my foot on camera, but the top of my foot is down on the mat. I don't have my foot turned out to the side or anything goofy. I want to keep it in a straight line with the knee. Go ahead and bring the hands behind you. We're just slowly exploring here. You do not have to come very far back, right? We're playing. Okay, I feel like I can release to my elbows, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, anytime you have the legs bent back to the side like this, if the knee pops off the ground, you've got to come back up. Yeah? Okay, relax. You know, if you feel like you can come down lower, that is totally up to you. Wherever you're at, be happy. Close your eyes for a moment. One more breath. And then start to make your way carefully back up. Tip into the right hip so we can help free that leg. Take it to staff pose for a moment. Close your eyes. Okay, let's try the right leg. So I'm going to draw that right leg off to my side. The top of the foot is down towards the earth. I also don't have this knee going out super wide. It's still pretty close to my other leg. And then we just slowly tip back. We'll see what the quad can handle. Breathe incrementally, finding your happy place. One more breath here. Good job. Okay, let's slowly make our way back up. Tip into that left hip to free the right leg. Come back to staff pose, just so we can assess. Close the eyes. Deep inhale through the nose. Loud exhale. And let's come all the way back. So we are going to do one more thing before Shavasana, but if there are items around you that you'd like to have near for Shavasana, go ahead and start pulling them over before you come down. We're bringing the knees back into the heart. And then I want to interlace my fingers, take them behind the head as if I'm just laying back on a fabulous, warm, breezy day. And I'm going to drop the knees to the left side. Remember, the right arm does not follow you in that twist. It needs to stay open and on the ground. So we talked about the meaning of adventure, adaptability, and new starts. We all have been very adaptable, I think, right, during this period of time. But what's something new we could start? Let's get excited. Let's have this idea that there's something more in place, especially if you're starting to get really bored or you're starting to get really frustrated. This is the time to plant the seeds for something new. What do you want it to be? One more fabulous breath. Squeeze in the stomach. We want to protect that low back. And then slowly bring the knees up through center and take them down to the other side. And again, make sure that that left elbow is staying on the ground. You could add a smile here if you wanted. We are adaptable. We're excited. There's an adventure coming. We're thinking about it. We're getting prepared. We're strong. And then slowly, again, hugging in with the core, bring the knees to center. Wherever you have the arms, allow them to re-hug the legs back in. Strong inhale. Hold that breath. Loud exhale. And go ahead and find the most peaceful shavasana on your mat. If there are any props you want to add, like a blanket or a pillow, this would be the time to do so. Take the legs to the width of the mat once you make your way all the way down. And then we're going to flex the feet for a moment and turn the toes in towards each other. As you hold that, will you allow the rest of the body to relax and be soft? The whole body does not need to be involved in the legs thinking that this feels really weird. And then go ahead and open the feet back out to the sides. Let them soften. We're going to gently take that right arm, bring it across the chest. The left arm is going to grab up above the elbow to stretch that arm out. And switch. Gently release the arms. They're at a comfortable distance from the body. The palms are facing up. Slow, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Enjoy. I'll come back and get you in a few. Keeping your eyes closed, just bring your focus back to your peaceful breath. Who knew that a batch of monkey bread would bring inspiration and chaturanga, lead to our discovery of the monkey puzzle tree and its message of adaptability, adventure, and awareness? What I didn't tell you about is the challenge that the monkey puzzle tree provides. It's kind of like an oracle card, right? There's a message, and then you've got a challenge. The challenge that might arise is when I'm talking about adventure and finding something new, you might not be in that place right now. You could be feeling stuck and not wanting to move out of your comfort zone. And we have to be accepting of that space, building confidence that we can move out of our box, right? And taking it in small steps. As you bring some movement back into your body, go ahead and deepen that breath. And peacefully roll over to whichever side you prefer in a fetal position. And then take your time pushing your way back up into whatever seated pose makes your body happy. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Super loud exhale. And then inhale, take the arms all the way up above you. Bring the palms together and release them home to your heart in prayer pose on that fabulous exhale. The light in me bows to the light in you. When I'm in that place in me and you're in that place in you, then we become one. Namaste.